Hey, how about that? Welcome to Hit or Miss. I'm your host, Night Strike, and well, we don't have everybody on Hit or Miss tonight. We've got a couple people, but we're down in the Travi. We're down the AWAG 1000 and the commie lifestyle. So I don't know what to tell you. Maybe he'll show up at the last minute. Who knows? But we'll go through the room and see who is here and say hello to some of the people in the chat out there. So first up, who do we got? We've got everyone's favorite ammo manufacturer. We got Foose. What's going on, Foose?
I'm here in Arkansas, calling myself an Arkansan. So it's kind of odd, but hey, evidently I am an Arkansan, not an Arkansasian.
Not an Arkansawyer.
Or an Arkansawyer.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know. It's good to know these things. Otherwise, we'd miss them.
Yeah, shit you learn. Hey, there's the Kansan.
There's the Kansan.
Kansan.
He's a Can Sawyer.
He's a Can. He's a Can Sawyer. And I'm an Arkansasian.
All right.
Hey, Gizzard, are you getting to Tulsa in a couple weeks?
Yep.
Good deal.
I'm going to post the link on the gun channels while we continue, introducing everyone. So, Gizzard, you're up next.
Well, hello, everybody. And thank you for the invitation, Mr. Night Strike. And one more thing. Please give them the bird.
Give him the bird.
I'll give him the bird, all right.
That's right. All right. Next up, we got everyone's favorite Sandhills shooter.
Here they are.
Wait, no, it's definitely Spring Hill.
Are you Nebraskan Sawyer or are you a Nebraskan?
I'm a Nebraskan, not a Nebraskan.
No, he's an ear of corn.
I thought you were Nebraska Sawyer.
I'm a Cornhusker. That's just
just call him the Crow. We're good.
I'm a child of the corn.
Oh God, that's bad connotations right there. All right, and last but not least, we've got C4 Defense filling in for Travis P11 today.
What is up?
You need much more to fill in. You need much more facial hair.
Yes.
Well, just wait for him to grow the beard again. He'll have it.
Say right about November, I'll get hairy again.
Yeah, because that's the only time he can grow a beard.
Yep.
I've been trying to get hairy since November. And silence, great.
Silence.
I could grow a beard in about 15 minutes if I needed to, but I just don't get to keep it.
You're one of those. Oh man. Yeah, one of my college roommates, he had to shave twice a day, or else he had a full beard in the evening.
Wow.
We've got a couple guys like that at the office. Yeah. By noon, they look rough.
Yeah. Lucky bastards.
Yep, I have that problem.
Oh, I would think with that Teen Wolf beard that it probably grows in pretty quick and pretty thick.
Which I'm going to have to sadly shave off anyways.
What?
So,
why do you have to shave it? You're not going to Tulsa.
I'm not going to Tulsa. I'm not going to Tulsa for for April.
Right, but
push that back. I pushed that back to November. Never Enough Ammo isn't. I think he's going in April. He's not going in November. So
then why do you have to shave it off?
Because I'm not going to keep it during the summer months here in South Carolina because it's fucking hot.
Oh, I thought you might have had a woman to tell you to cut it off.
Well, maybe.
She doesn't like it on her thighs?
No, she doesn't. But let's not get into that. We got a couple of topics to talk about tonight. Today is the day you have to turn your bump stocks in.
Wait. I thought today was the day that you could get have 16 felonies dropped against you after you say you've been assaulted.
Yes, that is also, and today is Today is also the day that the House failed to override the national emergency veto.
So the wall's being built.
Well, either that or, they just decide to pick their battles. I don't know. But, if the House can't get enough votes to override it, well, you know what? Shame on them. Or not, considering they tried to push gun control down our throats. So I guess they could screw off. Anyways, but yeah.
So the gun control stuff, did that go anywhere in the Senate?
I think they're going to shelve it in the Senate. I think the only thing the Senate's going to work on is the red flag stuff.
No, fuck that red flag.
Yeah. Don't let me tell you. Even people in South Carolina are so pissed off that the South Carolina state government, representatives and senators are calling Lindsey Graham out publicly for the shit.
As because should.
He's a senator. He's the federal senator, but the state senators are calling, and representatives are calling him out for the red flag stuff. So, and they should. And
absolutely,
and I'm glad that somebody's saying something other than just Night Strike yelling "shall not be infringed" and telling them that they are violating their oath of office and the Constitution. Because apparently, me saying that just doesn't have enough oomph to make the news account. Apparently, so unless you're arguing with a higher representative, I guess you don't get on the news. Anyway, so for those that don't know, if you had bought a bump stock from RW Arms, they had to turn in 60,000 bump stocks that they had acquired to the ATF today.
So
60,000.
Wow. So
they were selling bump stocks. Today was the last day to turn in your bump stocks. Otherwise, you'll be prosecuted.
So today is the day that a piece of plastic can get you jail time.
Yeah. It's too bad I lost mine in that boating accident. It's too bad. Lost a couple guns, too.
How does a company survive after that?
Well, I don't know.
60,000 pieces of inventory.
Yeah, and the thing is, they were selling them at the same price that the company they bought them from. A lot. These are the Bump Fire System stocks. So Bump Fire System was selling them for the longest time, $99 a piece, and then they had to up it to like $139 a piece, and they were this RW Arms Inc. I think it was, or it might be LLC. I'm not sure. They went and turned in 60,000 bump stocks that they had in inventory.
Wow.
And I'm sorry, but however much money they paid for those bump stocks, I would be sending Donald Trump the damn bill. I would send, hell, I'm even considering sending him a bill for my bump stock, which I don't have anymore. Sending him the bill of, the receipt I have of the bumps for paying for the bump stock, sending him a bill for, the full price of that receipt, and saying either you reimburse me for banning my property or I take you to small claims court.
So that's 60,000.
Because it's not like this shit doesn't cost money. It's not like items don't cost money, and trying to ban stuff and ignoring the fact that items and property cost money. Does not just because you ignore it doesn't mean that your car doesn't cost money. The mirror on your wall in your bathroom doesn't cost money. Shit costs money, and just because you ban it does not mean you can ignore the fact that you don't have to reimburse somebody for it. So I'm sorry, but that's not how it is.
So that's 60,000. It was $600,000 worth of product.
Well, you have to look at. They were selling at $139.95 per bump stock.
So you're looking at
invested
100. Yeah, I mean they probably had. Oh yeah, because of mold.
I feel it's not potential, net. How much did they spend?
Mm-hmm. Actually, Foos, the actual number on that is at $139.95 times 60,000. That's $8,370,000 they lost.
Of sales. Yes.
Of sales.
Gross, you're probably looking.
Gross, they probably paid about half of that. So
I think
you know,
800,000.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's not 8 million. It's 800,000.
They probably have $400,000 in those things, or however much, $300,000 and all that inventory.
And it's a piece of plastic.
That's catastrophic.
That we could do from our shoulders without it. It's not like
actually no. If they paid even half of that price that they're selling them for, it would be about $4,198,500.
I think you're a zero off.
You got one too many zeros.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Because it's 60,000, not 600,000 pieces.
Oh wait, but there's a 7 in there. Wait a minute. Well, he may be right. Let's see. 60,000.
It is 8.3 million.
70. It's 4.2 million. Yeah, we left off the zero.
You left off the zero, not me.
I stand corrected.
Dan, you and your calculator.
I stand corrected. Night Strike.
I have one right next to me because my father's an accountant.
That's why he is a policeman in the Popo, and I am an IT.
And I help my dad with his CPA practice.
Because you have a calculator and we don't.
And I admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah. So
then it goes away quicker.
But except when it's nice.
That's why whenever one of these politicians wants to ban something, it just it really irritates me because they just want to ban something and take it away forcefully and not have to reimburse somebody. But there's a word for that. Sarge has to deal with it all the time. When he works day to day, it's called theft. Because because you're follow me here. I know you're gonna argue with me this, but follow me here. If
fraud.
One guy takes something away from somebody else without telling him, without permission, or without reimbursing that individual, what's that called, Sarge?
Oh, if they take it, yes,
they take it. That is theft.
They made them give it to him, so it's more like extortion.
Yeah, it is more like extortion, but it's still theft because we're not getting anything back if you had a bump stock and you had to destroy it or you had to turn it in. You're not getting reimbursed. You're not getting that money you spent for that back. It's just you're losing money on something you paid for.
Well, I mean, us losing $100, $140, yeah, that's bad. I get it. But a company, if they had stockpiled these that were legal and they were all of a sudden not able to sell them, not able to get rid of them, not able to liquidate their assets, not able to and they have to turn them in, that's catastrophic.
That's basically a business closure right there for some.
I mean, that could cost someone everything, depending on how small that company was or how big it was. I mean, who knows what they had invested? They could lose their house, their business, everything. Losing that much inventory.
The only thing that could save them is if the government gave them a receipt that they could write off on their taxes.
Well, I guess, but
even writing off the taxes ain't going to be, that's pennies.
Well,
that's at most what 20-30%.
Well, let's be real. If they're able to write off the full retail price, you're still looking at $8 million.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. I mean, let's say they do write off the $8 million or whatever. It's next to. I mean, they're not going to get their damn taxes back. It's the government's still extorting them. It's still
yes, and this is the problem. Politicians, and I'm going to say primarily it's the Democrats, but it's also the Republicans too. So I'm not going to say it's just one side, but it's primarily Democrats that want to ban everything left and right and make you have a license for everything. Like they want you to have a license for your TV, they want you to have a license for your cable box, they want you to have a license to be able to have service. That's the kind of shit they put in place. Just look at California, look at New York. Okay, but the point is they want to ban stuff just to ban stuff so that people can't have it, but they don't want to reimburse anyone for taking it away and banning it. I'm sorry, but there's this thing called property, and this thing called property rights. And if you ban something, that's great. You can ban it. But you're supposed to compensate someone for taking away their property. and not letting them be able to use said property. There is laws about it. It's there. And
Yeah,
that's why I take issue. So, okay, Foos, go for it. Go ahead. Give me what you got.
So I was sitting here talking with the girlfriend, and she's like, I was telling her about the bus stop ban. She's like, what? Evidently, she didn't know about it, and she's like, what does it do? So I'm showing her what is now illegal and a felony, and she's like, they shouldn't touch any goddamn thing.
No. And what's worse is I went back and watched the 2015, and I know the NRA is not good, but I watched the 2015 NRA leadership forum that they did when Donald Trump was just running for, was thinking about running for president and announced he was going to run for president. And he said he would protect the Second Amendment. And I'm sitting here thinking at 2019, well, that's another promise broken.
Did he really not protect the Second Amendment, or did he not protect an accessory? And it is a property violation. I agree with you. I'm not arguing that at all. But is it really? He didn't do anything about firearms.
To someone who previously owned a bump stock on a rifle, yes, he did.
I'm just saying, is that really against the Second Amendment?
It really is. It
okay.
really is. Because
bump stock?
It violates my Second Amendment rights.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because, do I need to spell it out for you? Shall not be infringed. I don't need to yell it. I can just talk loudly. But shall not be infringed. That last part, infringed. Definition, modern definition. Don't fuck with it. That's the modern definition.
Like I said, I can concede the fact that it's not a machine gun, that it doesn't make it a machine gun, that needs to be looked at again. You can't just reclassify what the machine gun.
Every time.
I concede all of that, but is really banning the bump stock against the Second Amendment.
They're banning an accessory that is used on a rifle, of which if they can start banning accessories left and right, guess what? Your AR-15 pistols are next.
Like I said, that's a valid point.
Your braces for pistols are gone, because guess what? If they can ban bump stocks, they can ban pistol braces and say, "Oh, it's because these pistol braces make it legal, so you don't have to pay the tax on a short-barreled rifle."
I'm
so I mean,
not gonna argue that.
So this whole bump stock thing, since a bump stock now makes an AR-15 into a fully auto weapon, what's to say that the ATF won't come back and say, "Oh, because AR-15 or because of bump stocks exist, and they make AR-15s into fully autos. Now all AR-15s are fully autos because it's easily convertible to fully auto. That's why we have to have we have HKs, and we have to put a bunch of blocks and stuff into it. That's why we can't put third pins and other stuff like that into other ARs or AKs, because it makes it easily convertible. If a bump stock, you put that onto a rifle, into a semi-auto rifle, it makes that AR-15 a full auto. That's easily convertible. That means that it's not a stretch for them to say all semi-auto firearms with a removable stock can become a full auto. I mean, it's not a stretch. It's like a step or two down the road, and that's complete and utter bullshit. It's unconstitutional.
So I got an email the other day that said if you donated some money to the the Firearms Policy Coalition, that would count you as a member of the Firearms Policy Coalition, and their stay of execution on the bump stock ban. Okay, and even though I don't have a bump stock anymore, I did join the Firearms Policy Coalition, and got into that.
You know what? I may go out Friday after work, go down to the range, and bump stock from my and a bump from my shoulder just as an FU.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same damn thing. You don't need a piece of plastic to do it.
But it makes it a little easier.
No, you don't need a piece of plastic. Hell,
really.
If I wanted to use the rubber
Not really.
band trick, I could just get a couple of rubber bands to do the same thing.
No, not really. Next time Raphael's on a chat, ask him in Tulsa. He did it with my C308 without knowing a damn thing about it. He bumped it. He bumped a full magazine. Basically, his first time he ever shot the damn thing.
But are you using the standard Setme style trigger pack, or are you using the HK91 style?
Sent me.
If it didn't make it easier, people wouldn't be upset about it.
I switched mine out for the HK91 because that worked better.
And I like my sent me. So shut the hell up. East Coaster.
Hey, mine has the wood furniture on that. Shut up, Mr. Plastic.
Yeah. Right now, mine doesn't have a rear sight or an optic on it, so shut up.
Mine has a ridiculous scope of which you can't use the charging handle. I gotta get I've been remiss on this, but I have to get risers so I can raise the scope a little, Foos, so that I can actually lift the charging and lock the charging handle in place. I mean, I can charge it, but I can't lock it in place because.
So I went and I put a red dot on I put a Romeo 5 on that thing, and I'm like, I'll just use a short riser on it. Did that, and to zero it, that dot hits the sunshade on the front sight, like right smack dab in the middle of it. So I removed it and put it on the girl's gun, that red dot, so she could dispatch coyotes out at her place.
Hey, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. You know.
Yep.
I mean, I don't have a problem with coyotes out here this way, but there are a problem in other parts of the state. Yep. So I was thinking of calling a few buddies, seeing if they have any buddies that live further inland that have problems with coyotes, so I could go hunt some coyotes.
Yep,
because they are year round here.
Is a lot more important than me having a red dot on a fun gun.
Yeah, wild hog and coyotes are in season year round here in South Carolina because they're seen as pest animals.
They're a varmint, aren't they?
Yeah, varmint. Yeah,
is that what they are?
Yeah, so they're year round. So good with that. So yeah, that's what's going on with the bump stock stuff. I know I'm railing into it, but I am a little irritated on the whole situation. Also, if you didn't know, one of the Supreme Court justices, John Roberts, turned away an emergency bid to block the BATF ban on the so-called bump stocks as well. Just Obama appointed Justice Sonia Sotomayor has a second similar request, but obviously she's probably going to say no. Nobody expects her to say, okay, we'll pause this. Nobody expects that. So there's that. Remember, the FPC is doing their court thing. The GOA is doing one. I think the 2AF is also doing one.
Okay.
So I can just give you the links here on the side, guys. And what
are you rambling about, Nice Strike?
Another part of the whole bump stock ban. Or shifted.
How two justices in two different districts denied the stay.
Yeah.
Now they're going to the Supreme Court.
And now the Supreme Court has said no.
Oh, they did say no.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. This is segueing into our next topic, of which this is what modern gun confiscation looks like. Okay, the president decides something is bad for the people to have. So he signs an executive order to redefine an item, notwithstanding that the ATF agency has consistently upheld another definition repeatedly for years. Okay. 2, the agency writes a new rule redefining that item, again, to be included in a group of banned items. 3, anyone currently legally owning that item who has not turned it in to the federal government without receiving any compensation will be committing a federal felony offense.
Which that in itself is illegal. You cannot confiscate personal property without reimbursement.
It's called it's called this just compensation, and there's no compensation.
No, it's called taking it up the ass without
no,
not even common courtesy. Of
it's the 15th Amendment, just compensation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I know it sounds weird for some people because it's like we don't really follow the amendments after 10, but it's there. I promise. Go look it up. But if Trump did this, what's to stop another president from saying, "Oh, all semi-automatic firearms are automatic firearms, of which we can ban via this redefining. So we're going to redefine all semi-automatic firearms as automatic because they're set because it's in the name. Redefine it. ATF ban it. Now all semi-automatic firearms are banned because they're not on the NFA." And if you think I'm coming up with shit, Sarge knows that they will try something like this next. Sarge knows.
Oh yeah.
He's been around long enough to have seen it on both ends. I'm not calling you old, Sarge. I'm just saying that you've seen it from law enforcement and civilian side.
Oh yeah. I have, unfortunately.
So, and it sucks that we have to deal with this. Again, I'm asking everyone that is listening, that watches this video in the future, make sure that you write your senators, you write your representatives, you call them, you email them, you basically annoy the shit out of them, because otherwise we're going to keep losing. And I'm sorry, but I kind of hate to lose, especially when I end up being out $106 because, hey, someone decided to ban my piece of plastic that cost me $106. I don't have that money back. I am minus that money now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, they destroyed alcohol in the 30s without compensation if they found it.
Because, again, they weren't following the amendment. Because why they didn't destroy it? Because they made another amendment which contradicted it.
Do you think the government gives a two shits about the Constitution?
Foos?
Hello,
That's
all.
not the issue. That's not the issue, Foos, and you know it.
Oh, I know it's not the issue, but it's a fact.
I was going to say hello, all, and isn't there something in the Constitution about compensation? And they're saying destroy what? You got to what?
Yeah, we've been talking about
yeah, man, this is a very slippery slope.
A&A, there's 4 words I want to hear from you.
Yes, sir.
You know what those 4 words are?
Shall not be infringed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did I blow the eardrums out?
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Carry on. Carry on with what you were saying.
I'm looking at all these laws that they're trying to impose, and we're looking at the red flag laws, and totally unconstitutional. It's like how far are we gonna go before we go? Wait a minute, stop. Oh man, and you were talking about old people. Gary's got me beat by a couple of years, but I've been watching this all my life.
Gary was younger.
No, Gary's older than me. Hey, whatever, Sarge. He's only got me by a couple years. But point is, man, I've been watching this for a long time, and it's just one little piece and one little piece, and the American people just let it happen. They don't fight hard enough to go, well, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. You're taking more and more and more. How far does it go before we go, it's enough? We're done. We're not going to do it. And this whole bump stock thing.
Hold on. I have a correction to make. Boob Sweat is out there telling me to recant. He is correct. I did just go look it up. It's not the 15th Amendment. It's the 5th. I added a 1 where I shouldn't have added a 1. Okay? So there we go. It's the 5th Amendment, not the 15th. So move on. He can stop posting it over and over again in the chat out there.
Shall not pee in fridge.
I hope nobody pees in my fridge. That's nasty.
I'm sorry, but anybody that pees in my fridge is getting shot.
Anyway, yeah, honestly, man, I've been watching this so long, and it's like, how far is this going to go before we just put our foot down and go, enough's enough? I mean,
see, the
what's
thing
it going to take?
The only
What's it gonna
foot that
take?
they're going to understand is the one up their ass, and that's going to be a revolution, or it's going to be a revolution. It's not going to be a civil war. It's going to be a revolution, and that's the only thing that they'll be on that they will understand, and it's something that we don't want to go to, but that's the only thing that they're going to understand. Just like in 1770s, we didn't want to. A bunch of us didn't, a bunch of the citizens or American colonists didn't want to revolt. They wanted to go through parliamentary action, but they gave them no option. That's what's going to end up happening in present day.
Well,
unfortunately,
it was only 3% that said, I don't think so.
I know it was only 3% back then. I think it's going to take more than 3% nowadays.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've always said, man, if our founding fathers seen what was going on, they're rolling in their graves, kind of thing. But
no, if they saw what was going on right now, they would do whatever. They would do whatever they could to rally the people and to start another revolution because they'd be pissed off.
But the Revolutionary War that was against a foreign government, not our own.
You think that would stop them?
No, I'm just saying. There's a difference.
Well, you also have to remember that the foreign government was also in charge of the government here.
It'd be more of a civil war that we're talking about.
And, jumping in halfway through the chat, we've got David Bowling out there. What's going on, Kingpin?
Not too much. How is everybody tonight? I'm just on my way home from work.
You're working a little late tonight, aren't you?
A lot of late tonight. We started at 5, and it's 9:30 Eastern Standard. So,
wow,
pretty long day.
What do you do?
I do drywall and paint and home repair, stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
that's a long day.
That is a long day.
Yeah, that's a long day.
But other than that, I'm great. How is everybody?
Well, we're shall not be infringing. I got somebody else shall not be infringed for me.
Ah,
it's good night.
Nice.
All right, so we're gonna move on. All right, we've gone over the whole bump stock thing, the thing about the government trying to take away stuff without even compensating. Okay, so we're gonna move on from the whole bump stock stuff. We're gonna go.
Nice Strike. Are you the only non-Yankee besides me in here? Is everyone from the northern states?
I'm not. From the
North. No, because I have to give Sarge props because while he is from North Carolina, it's still in the South. It was part of the South when they.
This is God's country. I'll have you know.
It was still part of the South.
No, that's Arkansas.
Nah.
When they well, I will say this: North Carolina did take its sweet time before it joined the Confederacy. I will say that.
Well, but again, everyone in the North just takes a little bit extra time to make up their decisions. So,
again, I won't hold Sarge responsible for that. But North Carolina is part of the South, yes.
Foose, I'm from Ohio, so I guess I'm a Yankee through and
You
through.
Oh yeah, you
yeah.
were definitely a Yankee.
Maryland's not exactly a northern state either. Nowadays, it probably is.
The Mason-Dixon
I'm from
line,
Nebraska. We
but it
weren't
identifies as a northern state.
It's above the Mason-Dixon line, isn't it?
No, Maryland's
No.
below.
Maryland's below.
I am
the
originally,
But it identifies as the north.
I'm from a state that didn't succeed, but we have property south of the Mason-Dixon line. It's called Boot Hill, Missouri. That's why the Boot Hill's there.
I'm from a state that wasn't a state until 1867. Therefore, I'm neither Confederate nor Yankee. I'm a
then you're just from a hillbilly from out west.
we were a territory in those days.
Well, the state I'm originally from was also territory. But, at least the Confederates won against the Yankees.
Where
One
was your
point.
family during the Civil War? How about that?
My family during the Civil War was in West Virginia, Kentucky, and
I can tell you that for me.
about.
So,
Germany.
But here's the
wouldn't
thing.
that matter?
It would matter. It wouldn't matter because I know West Virginia is shut off, and Kentucky technically was part of the. They claimed that the South claimed it. Whether they actually did anything or not, that's besides the point. But I have looked back. I have great grandfathers and great uncles that fought for the North and for the Confederacy because my mom's family, her father's family, always had big families. So, when you have like three or four sons, send half of them to the Confederacy, then send the other half to the Union. At that point. And that happened a lot back then because people were hedging their bets. So that's how that is. And then, I'm also a relative of Ellis's, and we all know the story about Devil Anse.
Speaking of Ellis, did you see his video today about the phone scammer? He spent like 20 minutes just wasting their time. I commented, I got a buddy of mine. I've sat there and watched him take a phone call and just BS the hell out of these people. And at the end, he goes, now I've wasted 28 minutes of your time, blah, blah, blah. It's just funny. Yeah.
No, I've done that. I've done that before myself just to,
Armament, you and I wasted way more time of Night Strike's time than just 20 minutes.
Well,
talking
yeah.
about, hey, have you really
No,
heard any of that?
no. We're not
That 4570 yet?
No, we're not doing that.
Let's not get on the reloading talking. Yeah, we'll be here all night.
But
20
yeah,
though.
so anyways,
So
I just
9mm 45 ACP or 357 SIG? What's your favorite?
When you got to start
thing to
reloading, wait for me, Foos.
What was that?
I've never even shot a 357 SIG, so yeah. 45 and 9.
But I do have one
It's
case
awesome.
sitting over there. I think I'm going to reload it just because.
You know, it's
Please
funny
do.
because back in the day, just out of being stupid as a reloader, I took a 40 case and I ran it up in a 9 and I put a 9 bullet in it. And of course it looked obnoxious, but I looked at it and went, oh, that's funny. Guess what they came out with? 357 SIG. I invented it 2-3 years before they did. Yeah.
Funny.
Okay.
All right.
No, they stole your idea. You need to go and tell the federal government the story, and you could totally get SIG to pay you big.
Okay, there we go.
Hey now,
Yeah.
your dreams
Stop.
are over.
I'm
Stop.
pretty sure I'm not going to get SIG to pay me anything. So.
Stop. Okay.
In the name of love.
God, no, don't do that.
Every time somebody says stop, I never know if it's in the name of love, if it's hammer time, or
Stop and smell the roses.
Pretty good, Sandy. Pretty good.
Stop. Hammer time.
In the name of love.
All right. So
Before you break your heart.
we have another topic that we have to go over. So get it out of your system right now. Okay. I guess that's it. All right, so the other
Are we
topic
going
we have-
karaoke in Tulsa?
it's on you, buddy. I'm not going.
I know the gun snob is.
Are you going to C4?
No karaoke for me.
Oh, I don't karaoke either unless I've had a little alcohol.
So,
Well, you never know what'll happen at that point.
I'm not going
Yeah.
in April, so I'm still trying to get there in November. Hopefully, that's going to happen. If you go again in November, Foos, then I'll see you. If you don't, I won't.
If you start walking now, you could be there.
No, I really can't. You know the reason why. Don't give me that live on air. You know
Just
the
start
reason
walking.
why.
I'm
So.
just giving you a hard time.
All right. Everyone's favorite horse-toothed senator that's socialist has said that it's the time to ban all semi-automatics. All of them. And just look at the crazy picture.
Hey. I like my Pez dispenser.
Just look at the
semi-automatic
crazy
candy
picture of
dispenser.
her. This is how she phrased it. All semi-automatics. Just like this.
Senator.
Is she senator or is she representative? I don't know. I don't.
She's
She's
a first whatever House rep.
I don't care what she is. She's bonkers.
See, the problem is we can't debate her because all we have is logic, and you can't debate someone that's illogical.
And
Got no tools to work with.
She doesn't even know how to spell logic.
Because in the arena of logic, she fights unarmed.
Yeah, you got no tools to debate her with.
That's not how she fights. Have you seen some of the tweet wars she's had with like Shapiro or Crowder or some of those guys? It doesn't matter what they say. They can invite her on the show just for a debate, and she's going to say, "I'm not even going to dignify that misogynistic whatever."
Yeah,
Basically just say, "I don't have to talk to you because you're a man." And yeah.
And I don't care what you have to say.
She told Ben Shapiro to stop catcalling her.
that's the definition of prejudiced.
He had a pretty
You're
good
just
rebuttal
upset
there.
with someone because of their circumstances, the genetic factors beyond their control. That's just wrong.
There are other people I would catcall, and I'm sorry, Cortez, but you aren't even on the list. You don't even make it for the primaries.
Have all you guys seen the way she got elected? She actually auditioned for a role. She was put up by a company or
She needs to
faction.
be shut up.
Well, no,
It's her
honestly,
brother.
you got to
brother put her up
research
for
this,
that, by the way.
guys. She is a puppet. She's an actress. This group that had all the money to get her elected voted her.
Go to if you go to the MRC TV YouTube channel, there's a good video from about a week ago from Michael Knowles about, is she an actress? Yes. And if you watch that video, yeah, there's some interesting stuff that comes out.
Yeah, she's a puppet. She's a freaking puppet.
She's the actress.
Well, yeah, but
Are any of you surprised?
no, I'm not.
I'm
What's the-
kind of surprised if she had auditioned for the role. Yeah, I am.
Right? Yeah.
I'm
Well-
surprised that she beat out anyone else.
If she got it, I would hate to see the people that didn't get it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the point, right?
Well, she fit the bill of, can you say what we want you to say? And
When we want you to say it.
exactly.
But-
honestly,
but
how many
were the people that didn't
politicians
get the
are
role
puppets?
smarter or dumber?
Yeah.
That
I'm-
also is. So anyway, she's done the same thing Trump does by saying stupid shit that she always says, of which is we need to ban all semi-automatic rifles now.
Now
Or
is the
semi-automatic
time.
guns. Now is the time to ban all semi-automatic guns. Period. And you know what? Keep dreaming, you socialist. Keep dreaming. We don't
No.
need more pinko commie scum like you in our country.
Now is not the time because there's no
Now-
point.
Now is not the time. There will never be a time.
Show me some facts that would even make someone think now that any time is the time. You know, the amount of guns in the country or the amount of gun owners versus the amount of people that commit a crime with them, it's minute. That just makes no sense.
Don't worry, Sarge. I mean, out of all of us, you're the only one that's going to be having guns if they decide to ban all guns.
Ted Cruz said today that there's an epidemic of gun violence in this country.
Epidemic.
Ted Cruz said that.
Epidemic.
Ted Cruz is Mr. Cook Bacon off of my AR-15.
Epidemic. Just take out like the top 5 gun violent cities in the country and we're good to go. What would it be? Detroit, Chicago, probably Atlanta. Where else?
New York,
LA,
New York City,
Baltimore. You take those out, and we're good to go.
Funny how all the cities with the highest gun controls have the highest murder rate by guns. Isn't that funny?
Gee,
Yeah.
you think there could be a correlation there?
You think?
That if criminals knew they were going to get shot and blasted away, they wouldn't necessarily act like the scumbags they are?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I need to jump out. Can I plug real quick? 2A Tuesday, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, right after Hit or Miss. Join us over there. No panel tonight. We're just going to do a Q&A, kind of like when Matt does Trigger Time or when Yankee does the Shooting It with Yankee. We're going to try that, and we're going to put it up on YouTube, gun channels, and on Facebook this time.
Ooh.
Honey, you can plug anything you want.
Okay, that's
Have a good night, Sand Hills.
Well, then, okay. Y'all have a good night. Thanks.
Good night. Have a great show.
Night, Sandy.
See you guys all in the chat.
See ya.
Yep.
All right, so that's all I wanted to say on that because that lady's offered rocker. So, you know. But here's the thing. I also saw something on Facebook today, which is a tweet from a British guy saying, you know, he's appalled by guns. And, you know, an American made a response. Let me see if I can pull that up because I thought that one was pretty good.
No, Pierce Morgan, was it?
No, it wasn't. Let me pull that up. That's who that is. Let's see. God, it's taking forever. All right, here it is. Let me screen share real quick. All right, so check this out. I'll read it. I'll read it because some people just listen to Hit or Miss. But it says, as a Brit, I find the whole notion of ever having the need to have a gun in the first place absolutely abhorrent. And the reply was, as an American, I haven't had to care what Brits say since 1776 when we forced you out with our guns.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way it should stay.
Yeah, that really, you know, somebody in Britain saying, well, you're in America. And in America, I just go, well, didn't we kick your dumbasses out?
I mean, you know, technically you could still prod the Scotsman saying, you know, didn't we kick you guys out of, you know, our country, you know, back in 1776? He's like, I'm Scottish. And I'm like, yeah, you're still part of the United Kingdom, even then.
Well, yeah, you know, you can look back at the whole William Wallace and yada yada, and
yeah, that didn't go over so well, did it?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, but we're not going to do that because we love the Scotsman, and the Scotsman doesn't want to be a Scotsman anymore. He wants to be an American. So,
yeah, he's on the road. Hey, AWOG, what's up?
So hopefully, eventually, he'll have to rename himself to the Crazy American. There we go.
The crazy Scottish immigrant.
The crazy
ex-Scotman. Crazy ex-Scotman. That yeah.
There you go. But we got one more thing to do tonight. I used to do this on the early watch with Tony and Jimmy. But since we're not doing the early watch anymore, I figured I'd do this. I'll watch the chat out there to see. But we're gonna do guess that milsurp rifle. So the panel is excluded from this. You can't give an answer.
You
But,
can't handle the truth.
But I just want to see if anybody out there can guess the surplus rifle. And in AWAG, unfortunately, I don't think a single one of them is a Tommy gun except for one of them. Oh no, wait!
Probably already guessed what the Tommy gun is.
There's two Tommy guns in there for you. All right, so I'm gonna screen share them and we'll go through this one. All right, so this is the first one. Can anybody tell me who's not on the panel what this rifle is?
Right? Can I give a yell?
No, you can't.
Well, whatever.
All right. You're starting to break up. So this is the first Milsurp rifle. Can anyone tell me what this one is?
It's a gun.
I'll wait for you guys out there on the YouTube side.
Everybody keeps saying the G19. Why is everybody saying the G19?
42 is the right answer, Black Cat Outdoors. It's just not the right answer for the question we're asking. Okay, it is an Arisaka rifle. Can you tell me the type?
It's an assault rifle.
Guy that comments, it's a Pikachu. No, it doesn't shock.
Type.
There you go. Come on. No, it's not a Type 95.
No, it's not a 95.
Go higher up to get the answer.
It's a Type
Plus
98.
4.
No, it's not a Type 38.
Nope.
Close.
Nope. 38 was a World War I. This is a 7.7.
It's not a Glock, Agorizer. Nice try.
It's a CZ75.
All right, you know what?
T-type.
You know what? I'm going to give it to Furry Fighter M1991. It's a Type 99.
Oh, it's Type 98. Daggone it.
It's a Type 99. AWAG, you're not allowed to give answers.
With the mum still intact and the
it's got the
that's your aircraft sights.
Yeah, that's
Does it have the
anti-aircraft
dust cover?
sights. So,
Well, you
yeah,
can't
it's got
see the dust cover in this picture.
Yeah, it's a Type 99. I'm going to give it to the Furry Fighter out there because he said 99. All right, The next one might be easier for people, so let's go on to the next one. Let me zoom in a little bit for that.
Ooh, I almost bought one of these.
Come on, this one's an easy one. This is. I'll give you all a hint. It's Swiss. Okay,
Here,
the Mac just got it.
Let me go upstairs and grab one of mine.
The Mac on the YouTube side just got it. It is a K31. So it's K31. All right. So let's go on to the next one. All right. This is the next one. It's iconic. You guys know what this is. So the first one that gets it, gets it.
You have to get its designation, too.
I was just going to say, do you have to guess the manufacturer? Because if you don't know what that is,
all I want is the model. The model. And I'm going to have to give it to the Furry Fighter out there again because he's the first one to say the M1 carbine. Because it's part of the name, the M1 carbine.
Nah, Midnight knew what
What
it was.
designation is it? Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm sure Midnight knew what it was, but he didn't say
it. Rockola? I mean, come on.
It doesn't matter. These were made by tons of companies. I'm not going to ask for it has to be the Harrington or Richardson.
It's an inland.
It's probably an inland.
It doesn't matter. It
doesn't matter.
You throw off a carbine, I'm like, okay, is it who made it?
Now,
yeah.
I just had a loaded PSL magazine just fall on my foot.
All right, AWAG, you know what this is. You can't tell anyone. Guys, what is this?
Which country?
All I'm going to say is just give me the three letters. You know what it is.
It's an SKS. Which country?
Guy that comments says it's an SKS.
Hey. It's a paratrooper model.
No, it's not. got the fixed magazine. It's not.
The spike bayonet.
What? I had a paratrooper with a fixed magazine, dude. Like, it's not a paratrooper. That is an 18 to 20-inch barrel on that.
Yeah, no, that's an original. No,
It's a Chinese spiker because the
hold
Chinese.
on. No, this is actually a Russian one. This is a late Russian one.
I call bullcrap.
Apparently, that's what it said it was. It's probably Chinese, but either way, it's an SKS. That's all we're gonna say.
Hey,
And the guy that comments got it first. So, what's this?
Oh, I almost bought one of these.
You can't see it because you're not presenting.
I am presenting.
Present. The big present.
Present.
You see
You're
it
not
now?
presenting. There you go.
You see it?
I don't see it. There you go.
Those things are so
Okay.
easy to convert to full auto.
The guy that comments got it again. He said SVT 40. You are right. You're right. All right. So we're gonna go on to the next one then.
This is the showdown between Furry Fighter and Guy That Comments.
It is. All right. I'm looking for specifics on this one.
Ooh.
I'll tell you guys in the side chat.
La, 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 la.
FN something.
Oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, in the side chat, guys,
I
that's
knew
what
it.
it is.
I knew it.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
you're going to go, oh, come on, no.
No, that's
too
what this one
specific.
is.
That's like saying, hey,
No.
that's inland versus a spring.
No, we already got an answer out there, and it's the one I was looking for.
Which
Yeah.
one said it?
Well,
Furry Fighter just said L1A1, and that's
Yeah.
right. That's the one I'm looking. That's the answer I was looking for.
It's a showdown. Is it like 2-2?
It's 2-2 right now. Actually, yes.
I don't
In
know.
Yoder, Texas, it's not an assault rifle. It's a battle rifle. Get it right.
And it's the L1A1, the inch pattern foul was. And if you're gonna say, well, Night Strike, why didn't you just take foul? The L1A1 was semi-automatic. That's why.
Yeah, shoot the FNLAR light automatic
Yeah.
rifle,
Yeah.
308 full auto.
So,
And the
Yeah.
foul was metric.
so
Yeah.
we're gonna go on to the next one, and the next one is one you don't see every day.
Hakeem.
Ooh, I
Oh,
know
crap.
exactly what this is.
It's not a Hakeem. It's the one after.
You basically just gave it away.
I just gave it away, but that's
You just gave it away, Night
That's
Strike.
the carbine version, the shorty with a
but it's
Oh.
not a Hakeem.
it's a 7.62 by 45.
No, it's not.
It's,
Try again.
Try again.
Direct
No, it's
impingement.
not 7.62 by 45.
Oh, that guy that comments just got it.
No, he didn't.
Oh wait, no, he didn't. No, my bad.
This is 7.62 by 39.
Oh.
oh,
Is that the
okay, can I say what it is if nobody gets it?
You have to wait, though.
Is that the Czech one?
Or
No,
not?
this is the Egyptian one.
Oh,
This is the one after
Hey,
the
the
Hakeem.
38 Super got it.
38 Super. Let's see. Where is it says? Yes, 38 Super is right. It is the Rashid carbine. I'll give him the Rashid because the Rashid is hard to remember. But this is the Rashid carbine. Basically, they took the Hakeem. They redid the Hakeem to be able to take 7.62 by 39, and then when everybody else started using SKSs and AKs all day, then they switched. But this is the Rashid.
Give us a really hard one and just don't say anything about it.
Okay, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Looks like
I
a,
want one of these things so bad.
French.
Shh.
a frog.
Super Partisan got it. I'll take that one. It's the Moss 49. Technically, it's the Moss 4956, but they
So
did
now
both
it's
years.
2-2. We got to
Yeah.
have how many more of these do you have?
I've got. I think I only got like 2 more.
Okay, I want to see who wins this contest for the night.
Yeah, I got. No, I only have one more. Excuse me.
Oh, this is the tie break.
Yeah. So
Dun dun dun.
this one's gonna be easy though. So
Well, just have those two eligible in the first
Three.
one. Spikes up.
HKG
Go.
11.
so
I think it's 2-2-2.
Well, the first one that spikes up.
So guys, I need the full name. So you have to give me the full model and name of the rifle. All right? And if you can't do that, then I guess you can't do that.
Gotta get the tiebreaker, you know?
So come on, guys. We all know this one. It's whose fingers are the fastest? Let me know.
Springfield Model 1906.
Well, if you don't know that rifle, you're freaking un-American. Come on. Really?
G43. G43.
Guy in the
greatest-
comments got it.
Is that a
The
Luger?
greatest battle implement ever devised.
Guy
And-
that comments got it. He won. He was the tiebreaker. So there we
No,
go.
Oh my goodness. It's crap. Now I forgot it. Daggone it.
So what I was looking for was the model and name of the rifle, and this is the M1 Grand. So guy that comments was our Milsurp rifle hero of today.
Super Trooper. Yeah. Give me out.
So, you know,
Right, meow. Hey, meow.
right meow,
Right, meow.
Right, meow.
right meow. So,
Yeah, do these winners win anything other than bragging
No,
rights? I'm just curious. Yeah.
No, they get
Oh,
bragging
oh,
rights.
only bragging rights right now. Hopefully in the
Okay.
future I might be able to
Hey,
give him a little
hey,
something.
hey, at least send him a patch. Come on.
I don't
Darren.
have
I
any.
wasn't saying any way or another. I was just
I
asking.
don't have any patches I can send their way right now.
When you get the patches from the your last crowdfunding, send them one. Come on, Meow.
It wasn't mine. It was
No.
G-Webs's. But
Come on, Meow. Come on. Send them a patch, Meow.
I might. It just, you know, they need to email me, you know, their their address so they could
Hey,
get
Wag. How's the shorty 76254R going? Or I
It's
mean, how
not,
is it still
because-
going good?
I already built it into a full-length PSL because the people who I wanted to have the barrel cut down basically dragged their feet for like 3 whole months, actually 4 months, and they did like 0 work to it. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. So I took the rifle back and ended up turning it into a full-length PSL, which
So it's a 20-incher?
it is a 24-inch barrel with a 2-inch compensator on front. This thing is like probably a good 48 inches long. It is a big rifle.
So, anyways, that's it. That's it. I think we solved a lot of the world's problems. We had a good, many good conversations.
I'll send you a picture of my latest build that I built over the weekend. I think you'll enjoy that.
All right, good. All right, guys. I want to thank our viewers for being out there and taking and you know, participating in the conversation, correcting me. I'm looking at you, Boob Sweat. Looking at you. But anyways, let's go through the room and see if anybody has any outros to give, where we can find them and whatnot. So Armament Naxxus, you're the oldest one in here, so go ahead and let us know where we can find your YouTube channel and your stuff.
No, I'm not. Gizzard's older than me, but whatever. We, you know, video wise, it just hasn't made the editing.
All right,
Yeah.
you're breaking up, so just say goodbye. Yes.
Peace.
There we go. Hey, Wag.
Howdy. I'm Awag. I gotta give my intro first because I didn't give an intro.
Okay,
check
now
out
your
my
outro.
channel. It's got various things. I was gonna make a video on building an AK, but I got carried away and I ended up building the AK anyway without recording. So I apologize for that.
Well, then just do a video of you shooting the AK.
I will. I'll end up doing a video called "How to AK AKM," and it should be a little bit lighthearted on how to properly identify and function with AK rifles. So I have a PSL on my lap.
I want a PSO, but I can't afford one. So, all right. Foos, you're next.
Hey, my name's Foos, also owner, operator, head roller, Sports Shooters Ammunition. Buy some shit.
Awesome. and where can we find Sports Shooter Ammunition?
Sports Shooters Ammunition on Facebook. Sports Shooters Ammunition at gmail.com. Reasonable prices. Fast turnaround. All that good stuff. I made my first order of components without having to put my own monetary value in, so that's a good thing for the company. It's solely self as of now. That's a damn good thing. But
awesome.
The orders I could get, the more discounts I could buy. I could get whenever I buy components, and that means a cheaper price to everyone. So
when you guys start loading 223, man.
If you order enough ammo for me to have a profit of over $1,000, I will get a conversion and start doing it.
Okay, how many rounds are we talking? 100,000, 200,000?
I would say 50, 60,000.
Oh, wow. That's a lot less than I thought. Give me a few months. I might.
So, all right, Gizzard, you've been here the whole time. We have given them the bird. What else do we need to know?
Well, they should know that they can go to gizzardgary.com and view all my social media links. They can also show up on Friday nights and enjoy Foul Territory. And that is 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, just like this show. And then they could get up on Sunday morning and enjoy the early bird chat with a variety of guests. That's at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. And they should check out my channel. Don't be chicken. And remember, give them the bird.
Indeed.
How long did the last Sunday thing go, Gizzard? 4 hours? I just curious.
4 hours.
The early
Kingpin.
bird. Yeah.
You there, Kingpin? Okay, he's probably busy. We'll move on. All right. Sarge?
Yes. I have one thing to plug. I appreciate the invite, but I was going to plug. I started raising some funds to get some patches, and we're halfway there. And if anybody wants to get a cool C4 Velcro patch and or a decal to go with it, I've got a couple different perks there. So if you guys could check that out and help support it, we're going to get those patches on the way pretty soon. So appreciate the invite.
All right, no problem. And like always, everyone, remember to check out patreon.com/nightstrike if you want to see all my videos before anyone else sees them. Also, check out guntube.org and check all the links out there if you need to buy anything from those retailers from the guntube.org link to help GunTube stay online. Other than that, I'm still trying to get to Tulsa. I'm not going to be able to make it to April this year. I'm still trying to gather the funds so I can prepay and get to Tulsa in November this year. So that's what we're going to try and shoot for right now. So the campaign still has how many days I've got left? Let me look.
So while he's looking that up, everybody do yourself a favor and go buy stuff from Brownells using the link on GunTube. I did it. You should too.
All right. we've got 27 days left. Here is the link. I'm putting it out there shortly on the YouTube side. So check that out. I am halfway there. I am at 52%. If you guys want to help out, I have awards. I've got stickers. I've got challenge coins. I am throwing some of the patches that I've got in my reserve, as well as maybe a couple GunTube patches if I get them in time as well, just to get it out there. Other than that, that's all we've got tonight. I want to thank everyone for showing up here on the panel. I want to thank everyone out there on the YouTube side for, coming in, taking part of the conversation. And with that, check out nightstrike.com, check out guntube.org, and we'll see you on the next one. So,
Shall not be infringed.
No.
In the bird.
It shall not be infringed. And thank you all for listening. This was Hit or Miss.
Don't poop in the freezer.
Toodles.
Leaders in.
Like meow.
Peace
See you
to
on the
all.
range.
Shall not be infringed.
Shall not be in fridge.
Give them the bird.
Get in the bird.
Well, the bird is the word.
Bird is the word. Surfer bird.
Buy some shit.
Have you
from-
heard about the bird?
Well, the bird.
Adios, Felicia.
Peace.